Hello and thank you for choosing Iceline-Hosting. In this video, I'll show you how to get your first base in Rust up and running. Hopefully after watching this video, you'll have a better understanding of how base building works and how to stay safe when you log off in the hostile environment that Rust brings. When starting a base, there is one main thing you need to start building: wood. To collect wood, you simply use any tool like your starting rock or a hatchet and hit any tree or downed log you see. There will be pop-ups in the bottom right corner which show up if you're gathering wood. We need to get enough wood to craft a tool cupboard, which is also commonly referred to as a TC. One TC costs 1000 wood, so a good amount of wood to start with would be about 6000. This will make it so only you and your friends can build near your base. To craft one, press Q on your keyboard to open the crafting menu. You can look in the construction tab or simply search for tool cupboard to find it, and you should see this. Click craft and wait 30 seconds for it to craft. We will also need a door and lock to keep people out. If you are playing by yourself, a simple key lock is enough as you do not need a key to actually open the door. However, if you are playing with friends, a code lock is recommended. So let's craft a lock and a door. Now that we have our main components for our base, we will need the tools to construct the building blocks. You will need a building plan and a hammer. These can be found in your crafting menu similar to previous items. Now that you have a building plan and your wood, let's place our foundations. Take out your building plan and you should see a blue shape of what you will be placing down. Let's create 4 of these in a square. These will be our starting foundations for our starter 2x2. Next, let's choose the wall building block from the building plan wheel. To do this, equip your building plan and hold right click. You should see a wheel like this. Go to the wall block and left click to select it. Now this is very important. When placing walls, rotation does matter, as one side is much easier to raid than the other. You can rotate walls by pressing R on your keyboard. The side of the wall with an X on it should be facing you if you are inside your base, and the smooth side of the wall should be facing outside. You always want the smooth side on the outside of your base to make it stronger and harder to raid against. Now that you understand walls, place walls around 7 of the 8 sides and you should get something like this. Now let's place the doorway, which you can select from your building plan just like you did the wall. Similar to the correct wall placement, doorways work the same way. Place the smoother side towards the outside of the base and you should get something like this. Now let us top off the base with a roof. Again, just like the walls and doorway, select the floor building block from your building plan. Now place 4 floors above you to close off the base. We now have the shell complete. Now all that is left to do is placing the door and lock, placing our TC, and upgrading the walls. Let's upgrade all of our building blocks to wood first. To do this, take out your hammer and right click. You should see the upgrade wheel. We will start by upgrading our base to wood, which we can further upgrade later to stone, metal, or armored. After upgrading all your walls, floors, and ceilings, your base should look something like this. Let's now place your door. Equip your door and point it in the doorway, and you should see a blue outline like this. You can have it open both inwards or outwards, as that is completely up to you. Left click and the door should drop into place. Now let's add that lock we crafted earlier. Equip it and click on the door. You now have a new lock on the door which should look like this. Now your front door can only be opened by you. If you'd like to unlock your door so that anyone can open it, hold E while looking at the lock and you'll see a wheel pop up, where you can select unlock to unlock the door. You can tell whether a door is locked or not by checking this indicator. If it's red, then that means the door is locked, and if it's green, then that means it's not. Finally, let's place that tool cupboard. Equip it and place it anywhere in your base. We would recommend a corner like the one opposite that of the door. The inside of your base should now look like this. Now the main components of your base are done, but you may now notice a new pop-up above your health bar. Your building is decaying. This means after a while your base will start to fall apart. To fix this, all we have to do is add wood to the TC. When you upgrade later down the road, the material will change with the type of material your base is made of. You can see the cost of upkeep by opening the TC, which you can do by pressing E on it. The number may vary depending on the type of server you are playing on, but in this case it costs 157 wood per day. Place some wood in there and your base will no longer decay. Now that your base is built and the TC has resources to stop it from decaying, we can now fill it with stuff. The first thing you are going to want is a sleeping bag. This is where you can respawn when you die. Sleeping bags cost 30 cloth to craft. To gather enough cloth, simply harvest 3 hemp bushes or kill animals and harvest their corpses for cloth. Once crafted, you can place it anywhere you feel like. You can even rename it to make it easier for yourself to know where each bag is located if you have multiple. This can be done by pressing E when looking at the bag. Now you have a respawn point for when you die and may be wondering where you can store your loot. Well, let's make storage boxes for the loot you have. You will need 100 wood for 1 small wooden box. If you have a bit of metal, you can craft a large box for 250 wood and 50 metal fragments instead of a small one. Once you've crafted a box, place it in your base and open it up to put stuff inside. The next thing you will want to get is a furnace. This is not immediately important, but it is what you should aim for after your base is complete, as it will be required for upgrading defenses and gear later down your rust wipe experience. One furnace will cost you 200 stones, 100 wood, and 50 low-grade fuel. Stone and wood are easy to get, but low-grade fuel is a little bit harder. You can either craft it by using cloth and animal fat, which can be obtained by harvesting animals, or by refining crude oil in an oil refinery. These furnaces are used for smelting metal ore, sulfur ore, and high-quality metal ore, which are used for numerous things like metal doors, weapons, and explosives. Another thing you may want to add is an airlock. The most common type of airlock for a 2x2 is one triangle foundation connected to the main door with another doorway with another door. They look like this. This prevents enemies from going deep and getting your loot, making your base just a little safer. That's all for this tutorial. We hope you found it useful, and once again, thank you for choosing Iceline Hosting.